Hi, this is Andreas Achuk. I welcome you to the first online training on Adobe Analytics Workspace. The scenario for this training is the following. You have a site and you want to look at the traffic trend. The training is designed the way that first I will show you how to do that, and then you will need to practice this, doing the same by yourself. In addition to this video, I have prepared a checklist that you can use as a step-by-step guidance. You can find it in the description for this video. Now let's get started. When you log into Adobe Analytics, go to Workspace by clicking the Workspace link in the top navigation. I'm already on the Workspace page, and here you will see a list of projects that you have created or those that have been shared with you. To create a new project, click on the Create New Project button. In the Appear dialog, you will see a list of different pre-configured templates. For the purpose of our training, double-click on Blank Project. This is how Workspace user interface looks. A few words about it. On the top, you can find a menu, and here you can create a new project, open an existing one, save the project, export it into CSV or PDF formats. You can also share your project with your colleagues, or you can schedule your project to be sent by email on a regular basis, for example, daily. The left navigation consists of three tabs. The first one is Panels, and what you can see in the main area is one of the panels that is called Freeform. The next tab is called Visualisations, and here you can find lots of different charts. And one of the visualizations is called Freeform Table, and you can see it in the main area. Our blank project contains Freeform Panel and Freeform Table Visualization. The third tab consists of Dimensions, Metrics, Segments, and Time Components. Dimensions is the area where you can find standard reports or dimensions, including your props, evars, list variables. Metrics consists of standard metrics like page views, visitors, and custom success events. Segments shows you the segments that you have created or those segments that have been shared with you. Now let's have a look at what we have on the right-hand side. In the right corner there is the report suite, and currently it's set to demo. And when you run your Workspace project, make sure that you have selected the report suite that you want to work with. The best practice is when you create a new project, name your project, and for this purpose click on this element and type in new project name. For example, my first Workspace project, and hit enter. Then in the panel in the right corner you can select the date range. By default it's set to the current month. For the purpose of our training, let's set the date range for the last 30 days. Click on it, and in the Appear dialog click in the drop-down menu, and here you will find a number of different pre-configured date ranges, and you can type in to find the date range you are looking for. For example, currently I'm looking for last 30 days, and I can easily find it and select it. Then you will need to click Apply. Now we have set the date range for our panel, which is called Freeform. Our scenario is that we want to look at the site traffic trend. And how to do that? You will need to prepare a table when the lines will show you the dates, and there will be one metric that is showing you the number of visitors that came to your site. The metrics on the left-hand side will show you only 5 elements, and if you want to find more, you can actually click on the metrics group name, and this will show you the full list of metrics, or you can type in the metric name in the search box. In our case, we'll be using unique visitors. And in order to add this metric to your table, just drag and drop this element to the first line, which is marked as drop a metric here. Once you've dropped the metric, the table will be refreshed, and now every line shows you a day. And that's good. But unfortunately, this doesn't show you any type of visualization that can help you to analyze your traffic trend. For the visualizations, you will need to go to the second tab in the left menu. And here, we'll need to find the line visualization. And also, drag and drop it to your panel. When you drag in your metric or other elements, you can see a dotted line area, and this is the place where you can drop it. So drop it, and now the line chart is showing us site traffic trend. And we can easily recognize a pattern. So the traffic was stable most of the days, however there were 2 spikes, and this is already something like an insight for us, and we may want to investigate it further. But this is outside of our training, and next step that I want you to practice is to name your visualizations. Every time when you create a new visualization, make sure that it's clear for you, because in the future you may forget what you've created and what for. In order to rename your visualization, just click on the name, like here, and now let's name it Site Traffic Table. Hit Enter. Do the same with your line chart. Site Traffic Trend. Now we have good names, and you can also add some notes, which is also a very good practice. In order to do that, right-click on the chart and select Edit Description. And now you are able to add some notes. For example, do not forget to investigate what happened on 18th and 18th of March, 18th of February and 3rd of March. And now I can save it, and there we go. So we have some context or notes or comments to the chart. Now what you can do is, since you do not need the table, you can hide it. And to do this, you can click on this dot and uncheck Show Data Source. And now we can see only the line visualization. The next step I want you to do is to rename your panel. For example, this time I will call this panel Site KPIs. And if you want, you can also add some comments to the panel. Also, right-click and select Edit Description. I will skip it for the moment. Now, the last part that you will need to do is to save your workspace project. You can go to Project menu and click Save, or you can use shortcuts Ctrl+S or Command-S, depending on your operating system. And in the Appear dialog, you can also add some description. Save your project. We've created a very simplistic report. And now it's your turn. I want you to practice working with Workspace. You need to create a new blank project and build the same site traffic trend. Do this, and remember that there is a link to the step-by-step guidance in the description for this video. You can open that link and get a checklist that will help you to do everything that I've shown, or you can just rewatch this video. In the next video episode, we will continue our analysis of site traffic, but for the moment, take your time and do your practice, then continue with the second episode of this training. Thank you for watching.